Explorer ready to disengage HST.
Locks releasing in 3, 2, 1.
Explorer, new data coming through.
What's the blowback, Houston?
It's not good. Most of our systems are gone. Debris chain reaction is out of control and rapidly expanding. Multiple satellites are down and they keep on falling.
Define multiple satellites.
Most of them are gone. Telecommunication systems are dead. Expect a communication blackout at any moment.
Kowalski visual of debris at 9 o'clock.
Half of North America just lost their Facebook.
Explorer, repeat. Expect a communication blackout at any moment.
Copy that, Houston.
Explorer, this is Kowalski confirming visual contact with debris. Debris is from a BSE sat. You repeat. I have...
Dr. Stone requesting faster transport.
We have to go. We have to go, go, go.
Kennedy reports meteorological conditions. No go.
Houston, Explorer, copy.
Explorer, Dr. Stone requesting faster transport to Bay Area. Explorer, do you copy?
Explorer, permission to retrieve Dr. Stone.
Your go, Kowalski. Houston, this is Explorer, copy.
All right.
We've lost Houston.
Oh,
We've lost Houston.
unstrap. We need to get the hell out of here. Need some help there, man? No, don't wait for us.
Stuck!
Man down.
Houston, this
Man
is
down.
Explorer, copy. Houston, Explorer, copy. Kowalski, protect.
Explorer's been hit. Explorer's been hit. Astronaut is off structure. Dr. Stone is off structure. Dr. Stone, detach. You must detach. If you don't detach, that arm's going to carry you too far. Listen to my voice. You need to focus. I'm losing visual of you. In a few seconds, I won't be able to track you. You need to detach. I can't see you anymore. Do it now. Houston, I've lost visual of Dr. Stone. Houston, I've lost visual of Dr. Stone.
Oh, Jesus. Let me go upstairs. I hear him. I hear him. I hear you. Josh! I'm scared to close my eyes. I'm scared to open them.
Does anybody want to guess why she's afraid to open her eyes? Anybody at all? And I can tell you the reason I'm afraid to open my eyes, and that is because those videos are hard to watch. The first clip was from a movie called Gravity. And Gravity is kind of notorious for people left the theater. It made them sick. They didn't enjoy it. The director wanted to give that feeling of anti-gravity, of floating in space, and he accomplished it, and people ran out of the theater. The second movie was called The Blair Witch Project. And it kind of started the found footage genre of horror movies. And a lot of people really disliked it. For the same reason, there's too much camera movement. They found it very jarring and unsettling. But there's both of those movies used motion as an editorial choice or a creative choice. And Gravity wanted you to feel anti-gravity. The Blair Witch Project wanted it to look like amateur video, and they do, because it's shaky video. We don't really want shaky video. Shaky video separates amateurs from professionals, and granted, none of us, except for me, I guess, are getting paid, but that's beside the point. If we want to be professionals, like Don Quixote, if you want to be a knight, act like a knight. If you want to be a professional videographer, shoot like a professional videographer. So it's steady video is what separates the pros from, the drunk uncle at the birthday party who's just, getting video of this, that, and the rest. And, when we were playing with this, I had it plugged in on the big screens in Killian 219 the other day. People were like, oh, quit, it makes me sick. And yes, that's right. And there's many ways to get steady video. One is just hold it steady. That sounds simplistic, right? Those big cameras that videographers use, the professional news cameras, the ones that set up on your shoulder, they've got the big cutout for your shoulder. It's not that they're that heavy. The reason they set on your shoulder is because it allows you to hold it steadier. You're putting the weight on the camera on your shoulder, and it gives you a more steady base to hold the camera. But all you have to do is hold the camera steady, and you can do it a million different ways. Hold your breath, right? Brace yourself, brace your arms, brace yourself. Brace yourself against the table. Set the camera on a table. Set the camera on your knee. Any way you do it to get, steady video, just make sure your video is steady. And there's a tool to give you steady video. And I think every videographer has a love-hate relationship with these. But it's made to make your video steady. There are multiple parts. We have the head. The stick is part of the head. That's my cat, Pearl. She is off camera. She'll come around in a minute. She's over here by the heat. But if you can hear her meowing, here she comes. And there she goes. But you've got the head. You have legs, and the legs go in and out. You have the leg locks. This particular tripod, and several are like it, what I like to do is extend the bottom leg locks out first. Because while I'm working, I can get to the middle leg locks easier from here than I can having to bend all the way down to the floor to reach the ones on the bottom. I'm going to lower this just a little bit so we can see ourselves a little better, or you can see what I'm talking about a little better. Okay. The camera, on the bottom of every camera, there are screw holes. And those match to, on the top of every tripod, there's usually a shoe or a plate that has a screw in it. We'll come back to that in 1 second. The movements of the tripod, this, when you make the camera go up and down, is tilt. And of course, this is pan. No matter who you're talking to, everybody who thinks they know anything about videography, this is pan, this is pan, this is pan. Any movement of the camera is panning. When you hear a director or somebody say pan the camera, it means to move it on a horizontal axis. If they say tilt the camera, it means to move it on a vertical axis. Now, when we mount the camera onto the tripod, we want to be very careful. Don't try to spin the camera on top or anything. Take the plate and it'll say which is the front and which is the back. I like to hold the camera in my lap, secure it with my knees, and work the plate in. I have seen way too many cameras fall where somebody is trying to put the plate on and focusing more on the plate than making the camera not fall. And a screwdriver. We just want it to go in enough to hold it steady. And just tighten it tight. Not super tight. We want it tight enough that it's not going to fall off and it's not going to be loose. Actually, that is just a little bit loose because it's turning in my hand. So we want it just to hold tight. It's not going to, we don't want to cramp it down like it's going to the moon. It's not, you know, we don't want Sandra Bullock floating off into space. And if it needs to be that tight, please don't use the school cameras. We want it tightened down. We don't want it to necessarily go to the moon, like I said. When we put it on the tripod, we slide it into place and we tighten it down. And again, this is a tool made for steady camera movements and to be locked down. Completely steady. Smooth movements, steady video. Steady is the key. Our bodies, our heads, we're moving all the time. Our brain doesn't register that. Yes, our bodies, our heads are moving around, but our brains just totally take that out. It completely levels everything. And if we see movement in video, like in that movie Gravity, it causes us to get a feeling of motion, so we don't want that. We want steady video. Each mechanism in terms of pan, this particular tripod has a knob here that it, when I tighten it, it no longer moves up or down. When I loosen it, it does. Same for panning. This particular tripod, there is a switch right here that when I flip it, it no longer pans. When I push it back in, it's free again. I shot NASCAR races for a long time, and I was bad about a lot of photographers. I confused them because I liked, if I can get it to go on, I liked having the stick in front because I was shooting NASCAR. I could, instead of doing this and moving my body this way, I could very easily follow the action this way. I just found it more ergonomic and I got used to it. It was always kind of funny to watch somebody borrow my tripod. I would, and then watch them try to put the camera on the first time. They were always baffled by it. But whatever works for you. If you want to mount your camera backwards on your tripod, mount your camera backwards on the tripod. Whatever it takes, just make sure you have steady video. It's what separates us from the amateurs. And another very important thing, I had to look at my notes just to make sure I remembered everything, is we want our video to be level. You don't want to go to the beach and have it shot like this. And as soon as you put in, honestly, the 16:9 format, if your video is not level, it really looks awkward. Especially if you're at the beach. It looks like the water's going to pour out of your TV onto the floor. Every tripod, every video tripod, there is a level. Little bubble level. And the head. Some still camera tripods have a bar that come down here, and the head lowers and raises. Most video tripods do not, because video tripods have a thing here that you can unscrew. And when you unscrew it, this head becomes very wobbly. It's on a ball. And you look at the level, and now my dog doesn't want to come through. Hey, buddy, you want to come here? Come here and say hi to everybody. This is my dog, Dracula. He is a bloodhound. and he couldn't stand it. Here comes the cat. It's a whole menagerie in the middle of my lecture. But use your level to make sure your video is level. Use your tripod to make sure your video is steady. I am, like I said, I thought we were going to get snowed out. I'm glad I did the first part of this lecture there at the school where I had all my, all right, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Goofball. But this class is very quickly turning into a what do they call it? Asynchronous class very quickly. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't want us to fall behind. That's why I'm recording these videos. I hope they're helpful. If you need anything at all, call me. Do not worry about the bottle cap assignment. Don't worry about the Logan assignment. We're going to restructure all of the assignments. Please don't fret. I'm going to take the dates off. I will show you. I am scrambling so hard to figure out how we're going to make the midterm with the stuff we need to know that I have notes and I have been rearranging and working at this. I hope these videos are helpful. They're what's keeping us on schedule. But again, feel free to contact me by email and feel free to text me. The number is in Canvas under Pages, and I think it's a page called Professor Personal Notes and something. But it's in Pages. It's very obvious. Feel free to contact me and let me know. Hopefully I'll see you Wednesday.